Hey guys, it's Christine and welcome to today's video. Since you seemed to enjoy my last video where I did the $5 Dollar Tree challenge where things did not quite go exactly as planned, if you have not seen that video, I'll leave it down below for you. I thought I would do another one using a different store, and once again, things did not go as planned. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of what went right and what did not go right in this $5 discount store challenge, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Ned. Now, I know you guys have heard me talk about them before, but I hope that you would indulge me for just a moment as I continue to talk about a company that I am very impressed with. Ned's most popular product definitely has to be their CBD oil, and they have a variety of strengths available for whatever you feel comfortable with. Now, why in the world would you take CBD oil in the first place? It can be used as a sleep aid if you struggle with sleep these days. It can be used as an anti-inflammatory, a natural pain reliever. It can help treat anxiety, depression. It has a rich source of antioxidants. What I love about this company in particular is that they do not cut corners. Also, Ned shares third-party lab reports, who farms their products, their full extraction process, all right there on their site, so you can check out any information that you want. They also have a body butter, lip balm, and natural cycle lines, which I have reviewed in previous videos. Body butter still remains one of my favorite things to this day, as I find the addition of arnica in it to be extremely healing. So if you want to check out Ned and try their CBD oil for yourself, I have a special offer. All you have to do is go to www.helloned.com/FFM or enter the code FFM at checkout to get 15% off your first one-time order or 20% off your subscription order and free shipping. Back to the discount store. So I had so much fun trying to do the Dollar Tree $5, okay, that's really hard to say. Dollar Tree $5 dinner challenge to feed my family of 6 with only 5 ingredients from Dollar Tree. I do have a discount store available to me, although it is on the small side, so I decided to check out that store and see if I could come up with an entire dinner as well from my discount store. It can be a little trickier because my discount store is small and very hit and miss when it comes to some items. So something they had a lot of when I went was Easter candy, but I'm trying to do a dinner here and Easter candy was not really the thing. I also have very little refrigerated items, very few freezer items. They usually have canned vegetables, but this day, 0. They also usually have dried rice, dried beans, and dried pasta. This day, 0. Like, I felt like I had hit them up on a day where they were mostly wiped out right before they had restocked. So they had very little to pick from. I wasn't able to record as long as I wanted to in the store. It just felt very cramped with the camera out and I didn't want to bother anybody. So that part is very short. Apologize for that. I did end up spending less than $5. I'll show you my receipt. Hold up. I ended up buying only 4 ingredients and I spent $4.18, which is the benefit of shopping somewhere other than the dollar store, because at the dollar store it's $1 per ingredient, but at other stores you can get things for less than $1, which means sometimes you can get more ingredients. Thought I was gonna go into like this one direction. I'll kind of talk about it as I go through the shopping clips. They didn't have basically any of the other ingredients for my first ideas. I should have not been so stubborn and put my expensive item back, but I just wouldn't let it go, and here's what we ended up with. Anyway, here's my receipt, $4.43 to feed a family of 6 for an entire meal. This bacon caught my eye the second I walked in the door and I wanted to do something with the bacon. So my first idea was a pasta carbonara. So I was looking for pasta, any kind of cream product, dried or refrigerated. Yeah, none of that. No pasta, nothing. So I saw these tostadas and I'm like, okay, bacon, tostadas, let's find some beans. They didn't have any dried beans, but they did have these canned pinto beans, which were delicious. 69 cents a can. I would have bought 2 cans if I could go back and redo this. I thought it was going to be a little bit more and it wasn't. And I have never bought these tiny little jalapenos, but I thought they would be a nice addition to my tostadas and give my beans a little bit of spice. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot to pick from at the discount store, and I did this challenge at the discount store mostly because I wanted to see if you could even come up with any meals at all, because mine is quite small and they have assorted things all the time and not necessarily full ingredients to make meals with. They didn't have any rice. They barely had any dried beans. Thought spaghetti maybe would have been a little bit of a cop-out because that's fairly easy to make and only uses 2 ingredients. So we're gonna make tostadas with some bacon, some pinto beans, and jalapenos. And I think we're gonna mash these up a little bit with the jalapenos, make them a little spicy, almost like a refried bean, and a little bit of bacon because it's delicious and salty, and who doesn't love that? It would have been nice to have some cheese or sour cream, but guess what? My discount store didn't have it, so we don't have it today, unfortunately. This is gonna be so easy to put together. This is already made. These are already cooked. We just have to mash them up and mix these in. So the thing that's gonna take the longest is just to cook up the bacon. So I'm going to get a cookie sheet and throw this into the oven because that's my favorite way to cook an entire package of bacon. And then we will get going. Do you guys like bacon as much as I do? I always think about that How I Met Your Mother episode where Ted, it's like at the end of the series where Ted's like, oh no, my dad always said I wouldn't like bacon. So I never had it because I probably wouldn't like it. And then he tries it and then he like stuffs himself with bacon. If I'm remembering right, he puts on like 10 pounds worth of like salt and fat. It's really, really funny. Anyway, I cooked that in the oven. I put the entire can of beans into a pot, all the juice, all the everything. I figured I needed as much as possible because once I poured it into the pot, I was thinking, wow, that's like not as many beans as I thought it was going to be. Like that, even though it was a large can, it was a 20-ounce can. And those jalapenos, there were a lot of them. So I did not end up using the entire can, but I used the other part of the can in a video, I think coming up next, that I think you guys are really gonna like. And seriously, all I did was put the mushed, like mashed bean and jalapeno mixture on the tostada shells, is that how you say that? And then topped it with a little bit of chopped crumbled bacon. They were so good. I couldn't believe that such a little meager meal was so flavorful. So that's the meal. I know it looks very, very sad. And I was hoping that it was gonna look better. I know I already said that. The good news about the meal is that it tasted amazing. Everybody in the family was like, oh my gosh, these little tostada taco thingies are so delicious. Like the beans mixed with the jalapenos with the bacon on top was so delicious. I realized the picture's not necessarily appetizing, but it tasted really, really good. So, you know, it's like a give and take a little bit. And I guess that's what you get when you go to a store that doesn't have all of the ingredients that you want or need. I like this challenge today specifically because it does show that even with limited ingredients, you can still make really, really tasty food. Yeah, maybe it's not gourmet, maybe it's missing some vegetables, but sometimes we can't find those. And so I really like showing you guys the real life experiences of what I'm trying to show you. So I think the next time I do this, I might go to Winco or Walmart or something just so I do have like a wider variety of foods that hopefully they won't be sold out of, to see what else I can come up with. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Click over here if you guys want to see any other food cooking videos that I picked out for you, and here if you would like to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos that I do. Thank you so much. Have a great day and happy eating.